Welcome back. I'm Tom.
And I'm Marquita, and we are destined to explore.
So we've just launched on our first big trip, picked up the rig from storage, and we headed to Moab.
Yes, and we had so much fun in Moab that we couldn't fit all the information into one video. So this is Moab Part 1. And in this episode, we're going to share with you our mattress debacle, a tour of a very interesting campground that we stayed in, and then a couple of hikes that we took, and some off-roading that we did with the truck. So we're going to have much more in episode number 2, Moab Part 2, but you have to stay to the end of this episode to see what's going to be included in that one.
But for now, here's Moab Part 1.
All right. So today is the day. Today is September 24th, and we have launched Onyx and Pearl for our maybe 6-month-ish overland adventure in the United States. So, what are you thinking?
I don't know. We're on the road. Picked up the trailer this morning. Heading to Moab.
Yep.
And so we're gonna knock that off in what, 3 or 4 days, something like that.
Kind of taking it a little bit slow.
So yeah, we're rolling.
And now this is actually D-Day.
Yes, it is.
So it's kind of exciting.
It is.
But it's been so long coming. It's almost like, okay, we're ready.
Yeah.
You know, when we were leaving this morning, and kind of at the last minute, I made a last minute choice to grab this jacket because it was a little cool outside, and I was just thinking, this is a jacket that I stole from my mom when I was up there recently, and it's, I think, really appropriate for me. It's a nod to her because Mom is the one who kind of instilled in me that sense of adventure, and that desire to travel and see the world, and so it's apropos that I've got her jacket on, and I'm in a way taking her with me on a trip I know she would love. So here's to you, Mom. Your jacket is traveling, and we'll tell you the tales when it gets back to you, which it probably won't. So anyways, I just thought of that this morning, that I'm wearing Mom's jacket. All right, well, there you go. That's how fun we are.
So this is your first time driving the rig. How does it feel?
Fantastic. I'm going up a hill and somebody's going beside me, and I'm trying to keep my eyes on the
lines.
So far it's not bad, but I haven't had to turn it much. Well, good morning. One of the things that we were excited about when we started this whole adventure of traveling and living in an RV, one of the things that we knew was going to happen was we would sort of learn by trial and error. And so our first lesson, well, I don't know if it's our first, but it's one of our first lessons, is about RV campgrounds, or wherever we stay. And so I wanted to share with you the experience we're currently having in the RV campground in Moab. It's not a bad campground, but it's live and learn. It's called the ACT Campground. Very nice people. Just wanted to show you some of the options when it comes to an RV resort. So I'm gonna try to be discreet as I walk around the campground, which I can do in about 4 minutes or less, and show you our lovely space. So here we go. Let's start with our front porch area. So what you see is our stairs down, and the bricks is the edge of our space. So there's the nice part right there. Then they did give us a tree, which was lovely, but made it a little difficult to pull out our slide. We did get it out, but with barely inches to spare. And of course we can't get the awnings out, but that's all right because we don't really need them. Oh, and while you're at it, you might want to listen to the traffic, which is, well, let me just show you. It's right over there. You may see cars driving by. So this is the noise. We did manage to carve out, squeezing in here, a little corner of paradise. You can see the edge of our little private space, little patio space, right here where we put our chairs out after shoving the picnic table up against our rig. And of course, here's our neighbors right here. Here's our space. You'll notice there's very little space for the truck, which we have managed at times to squeeze in between those bricks and the rig. So these are the bigger sites over here, but again, a little noisier over here. My personal favorite is this site right here, which backs up to the garbage, and they literally have their patio furniture tucked between their rig and garbage place. A little tight, lots of big rigs. Oh, look, they put a little flowers and a tablecloth, tried to make it look pretty. Isn't that nice? So this is the entire RV parking lot. Well, RV resort. So that is the entire tour of the RV campground that we are in. And again, there's our rig tucked behind this rig.
So after 30 days on our RV mattress, we knew we needed to get it replaced.
Absolutely. So I ordered a mattress from Wilderness RV Mattress based on good positive reviews and planned to have it shipped to our home when we were home temporarily. Unfortunately, with shipping delays and other stuff going on, we wound up having it shipped to the campground in Moab instead.
And that was really a huge worry for us. We knew we couldn't store the mattress in our RV. We didn't have any room for that. Mm-hmm. We had troubles we couldn't find any place to donate it. We couldn't even find a dump that would take it. So what we did was we found a Facebook page for Moab yard sales. And we posted it for free there. And we found a deserving man who contacted us and wanted it, really wanted it a lot. So it really ended up to be a huge win-win for both of us, for us to get rid of the mattress and for him to take it. He was super, super excited to have it.
Yeah, because he had been sleeping on plywood in his camper.
Right.
So even our not so great mattress was
a huge upgrade for him.
Yes. All right, so here we go. We're taking out the old mattress. That should be not too hard. Here's the new mattress. It's big and it's heavy. And do you have a box knife with you? This is Slickrock Bike Trail, and we're going to be hiking on it here momentarily, but boy, is this beautiful. is Rim Rock Hike and Mountain Bike Trail, and we are out here in a glorious setting, and we have come up that way. It is glorious. It's our first kind of adventure. Fun.
Hey.
So we have reached our turnaround point. Would you say we're in 5 miles now?
I think it was 1.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're just working into trying to get ourselves into shape.
That's right. Ooh, I felt raindrops.
Yeah.
So this is just an incredible bike trail that we are hiking. It's also a hiking trail.
Yeah.
Was it Primrose Rim?
No, it's the Porcupine Rim Trail.
Porcupine Rim Trail.
And it starts, apparently the mountain bikers get dropped off way up on top in the sand flats area, and they ride across the sand flats, and then they come down this, which is basically in a lot of areas just hugging the side of the cliff.
That's the trail they're biking down.
Yeah. There's a few areas where a small mistake you'd pay a really big price for.
You might have break a leg or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's gorgeous. It's not a bad trail for hiking. It's narrow, but it's really passable, and there's a lot of flat rock.
Other than dodging the mountain bikers.
Other than dodging, yeah, mountain bikers. But so two really good hikes in so far. Yesterday was kind of abbreviated because it started raining, but this is perfect. So glad you could come along. And we'll see you on the next time when we do something fun. Hopefully. What are we doing next?
I don't know yet.
All right, we'll figure it out. There you go. Hey.
Hey there.
All right, what are we doing today? It's yet another beautiful day in Moab.
It's a beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
We're gonna go drive the Potash Road and Shafer Corners up in the Canyonlands.
Well, the cool thing about that though is it's really an impressive drive. It sounds kind of tame, but you'll see when we get there how kind of intimidatingly beautiful it is. So what are we doing?
We're gonna let some air out of the tires. Air down.
Air down. We're gonna use that. We're gonna push the little thingy in, and the air's gonna go whooshing out. And why are we doing that?
Hopefully it'll smooth out the ride on the bumpy road a little bit and give us a little better traction.
It is bumpy. Yes. All right. So let's see what that looks like. It's a great place to stop and take it all in. We're going to be going for a long ways. And it's just gorgeous. Retirement plan goal number 1. Be wearing shorts on October 1st. Check. He's working on stuff. What are you working on?
Tires.
Okay. How far are you supposed to go to get it to where it's soft? I vote we just leave enough in them to get home. I'll get enough. This particular segment is for my friend Elaine, because Elaine and Greg came with us, met us out here in Moab a couple of years ago in March, and this was a spot we stopped that Elaine was particularly fond of. So here's to you, Elaine. Should I go down to that rocky lane? Should I just right down there? What do you think?
are our adventures so far, and there's a lot more to come.
That's right. In our next episode, we rent a Polaris RZR side-by-side, and we are going to bring you along on some epic side-by-side trails in Moab. They were so fun. Woohoo! And I'll give you a hint. Tom did not chicken out at Chicken Corners. There are going to also be some beautiful hiking spots that we visit, and an encounter with enough snow to break off branches in the campground. So, didn't plan on that. So we'll see you soon for the next episode.